What you dream about, what you want, the perfect relationship, money, the perfect job, a new car, whatever it is, do your actions reflect that you already have that? Or are you still stuck in that same place where you're never allowing it in? So we're going to talk law of attraction today, so stay tuned. Hey, I am Jen. Welcome to my channel. We're going to talk a little bit about the secret, law of attraction. The secret, is it really a secret? I don't know. I feel like it's not a secret anymore because a lot of people know about it. But I think the secret part of it is that it doesn't work for a lot of people because they're not already living the life that they want to live before actually living it. Does that make sense? It might not. So essentially, law of attraction, it's thoughts become things, but you have to believe that you already have that, and it's working with source energy and knowing that what you want in life, it already exists, it's already there, you just have to allow it into your life. It's like tuning the radio station. You have to tune to the correct frequency, the correct radio station of what you want. So it has a lot to do with our emotions and our subconscious beliefs about ourselves. So a lot of times our actions, what we do currently in our current reality, are not portraying that desired self that we want. So say you want money. Are your actions in your current reality, what you're doing now, are your current actions prepared for that money? Are you actually acting like you have that money? Are you acting like somebody who is abundant, who is wealthy already, who takes pride in their appearance and goes looking in nice shops and things like that? Or are your actions, what you're doing now, reflecting that you're still poor and you're broke and you're, living paycheck to paycheck? So that's essentially how it works. For a relationship, are your actions, what you're doing, how you're living, how you're thinking, are they reflecting that you already have somebody in your life? You already feel fulfilled, you already feel whole? Or are you still feeling lonely, still feeling like you're lacking something or somebody in your life? Or the dream job. A lot of times we want a dream job, or we visualize it and we're asking for this perfect job where we feel complete life purpose and fulfillment. In your head, where are you now? So you have an idea of what you might want to do as far as like a dream job or a dream relationship or a car or anything material, even if you want in your life. But in your head, you may think it, you may desire it, but what are your actions showing you? What are your actions showing you? Now, it's not to say that you need to fake things. You don't need to fake it, but you need to get in the mindset of like an abundant person, somebody who is fulfilled, somebody who has life purpose. And you need to live your life that way to allow it in, because it's bringing you on that same page, on that same frequency. So essentially, live it before you actually live it. Live it before you live it. Be it before you see it. Not see it before you be it. See, a lot of times we think that when we visualize something, when we want something, we desire something, we automatically think, okay, we don't have it because we're desiring it. But we don't usually turn the tables. We don't live in it first before we see it. We always want to see it to believe it. You need to believe it before you see it. Now, this is where I guess it's the secret for people, because a lot of people don't do this. And we're not trained to do this because we need to see things with our eyes, with our senses, in order to believe them to be true. So if I were to desire, $10,000 coming into my life, if my subconscious beliefs do not believe that I'm going to get that money or that I already have that money, then it's not going to come into my life. It's still there. Source energy still, it still exists, but I am on the wrong radio station with it. It's like tuning. I'm tuned to like 98.3, magic 98.3, and the money is like 101.5. But if I keep tuning and I keep tuning and I keep working on my belief systems, and I keep tuning the station to something that feels a little bit easier for me to accept, to allow in, to believe. So instead of thinking $10,000, I might tune in to, feeling like I'm going to get a coupon in the mail, or, it's believable for me to get like a rebate on something, or get a nice tax return, or get money coming in from like a new client, or something that I can believe in my reality, in my head, because I'm not going to go from this station all the way to this station. I'm not going to go from like AM to FM. It's a very big switch, but I might go from 98.3 to 98.5 to 98.7 to 99 until I make my way up to 101.5. And then eventually these two are in alignment and they're matching. So a lot of people get hung up with law of attraction, myself included, because we always want quick. We always think like, I'm just going to think about something and it has to come into fruition. And we create so much resistance around it because then we think it's not going to work. But you have to realize that you have these subconscious beliefs ingrained in you from a very, very young age. And it's not easy fix to just like turn them off, because they're always going to come up, and we're always going to have limiting beliefs about who we are, what we believe about ourselves, what we believe we can attain for ourselves, whether or not we think we can actually be fulfilled and have purpose in life. So you need to tap into those subconscious beliefs first. So you need to keep fine-tuning and tweaking until you keep moving yourself up to a point where you're in alignment with that. And, it's about thinking of what that thing is going to provide you. What emotion is it going to provide you? And think into your brain, okay, well, how can I translate this to something that's already happened in my life, or something that I already received or allowed into my life, that I can actually believe that, that I had attained it in my life. And you can do it that way. Your actions must be on the same page with what it is that you desire and what it is that you want. Because if they're not, and you're not actually living there before you see it, then you may not ever see it. You may not ever see it. You could work 80 hours a week, working really, really hard to get an extra $10,000, and you might never actually get it because you still have upper limit problems. You have limiting beliefs about yourself. You think working really, really hard, and then you do something to sabotage yourself, and then the money doesn't come. Same with a relationship. If you're trying so hard to find somebody, then you're always going to be in that lack mindset, instead of allowing that this is you already. You're already fulfilled. Not saying that there's like a make-believe person in your house, but you already have that emotion within you. You already have that feeling within you, that good feeling, the feeling that makes you feel accepted, makes you feel like you have purpose, makes you feel abundant in your life. So it's not about the material stuff. It's not about a person. It's about you. It's all about you. So when you're trying to get law of attraction, and I don't even like using that word because people try to get it to work like it's some sort of game or IKEA thing that you just put together. It's part of life. We do it all the time. We're always attracting things. We're energetic beings, so we're always giving out energy and receiving energy. And if you just simplify it for yourself, and think of yourself in terms of energy, frequency, vibration. And if you can remind yourself that your energy, we work in frequency, vibration, if you can remind yourself and pretend that you are on a radio, you are like part of a radio station, your frequency, right? Your home frequency, where you are now. Is it the same frequency or similar frequency to what it is that you're desiring and that you want? Simplify it for yourself. Don't get caught up in all the try and quick fix kind of law of attraction, every single video or movie or article or anything out there that tells you otherwise. Simplify it. Simplify it, think in terms of energy, okay? And see if there's a mismatch, because if there's a mismatch, then that is why you're not allowing it in. And then it requires a little more work from you to see where you can fine-tune it, okay? So if your actions are contradicting what it is that you desire, then you are tuned to a different radio station. If your actions are on the same page and you're actually living in it, acting like that person already, then you are in alignment and it's going to come into your life quicker, easier, and you won't be resisting, you won't be fighting, because you are already that person. So with that being said, keep it simple, guys. If you have not done so, please subscribe below. I put out a video every single morning, and I will see you all on tomorrow's video. Have a great day. Peace.